Now on CoastTV News.
Preparing the roads. DelDOT hard at work ensuring roads are ready for the snow.
Helping the homeless find shelter, the race against the clock for local organizations.
As the snow rolls in, snow-covered dunes, they might look fun, but playing on them would be more than just a fine.
We're tracking 2 snow threats for Delmarva tonight, and then a bigger system for Monday. Right now it's in the form of rain, but snow is creeping very quickly behind it. We're going to be tracking the latest because we're seeing some pockets of isolated thunderstorms in the midst of this as well. Bit of an odd duck, but we're continuing to keep you updated on what's up next.
This is CoastTV News at 5.
Tons and tons of salt and brine. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 5. We begin with preparing for the first snowfall of the year.
And first in years, DelDOT's been prepping the roads all day today as we're expecting some snow this evening and more at the start of next week. Coast TV News anchor Christina DiRobertis joins us live outside in Lewis. Christina, DelDOT says the first snow of the season is usually pretty difficult.
Yeah, Maddie, and we did speak with a DelDOT engineer earlier today, and he said people do tend to struggle with the first snowfall of the season. You know, they're not used to driving in the snow, and we don't really see that much snow here in Delaware, but crews have been hard at work all day trying to make sure all.
Based on what the forecast is saying for next week, it does seem pretty bad. We have about 80 plow trucks in Sussex County. I'm anticipating every single one of them being used fully the entire event.
Tons of snow. And officials just want to remind people also to be extra careful when you're driving near a snowplow. They say the plow operators, they do have a hard time seeing cars on the road. And we'll have more on this coming up tonight at 6 o'clock. But for now, I'm Christina DiRobertis, live in Lewis, Coast TV News.
We're taking a live look into Laurel right now. Let's check in with our First Alert Chief Meteorologist because Paul Williams, today you are the belle of the ball. You got to tell us what's coming our direction.
And we have 3 things of great concern. Of course, the snow for tonight initially to brace us, then the Arctic air following it, and then what I would call the haymaker on Monday. That's going to be the big one. Right now, we can still see the murky skies, pretty significant for us, even in the Dover area. And we're looking for temperatures to fall into the 30s, but you'll notice we're going to see a mix for right now. Then it's going to change all the way over into a few flurries. Here's a look at what's happening precipitation-wise on our radar. We're looking at green, which is just rain for right now. Cold rain, but we're right on that line. You see that line right there? That's our 0 line. And when I say 0 line, that's where it goes from rain right over to snow. Now, we are under a winter weather advisory down over towards American Corner and Federalsburg area, Andrewsville, and then to the north. Not exactly for us here in Sussex County, but we're in that general region, so we have to be very mindful of that becoming problematic. Here's a wider view of what's happening. We see all of this is sweeping towards the east at about 40 to 45 miles per hour. And we have some isolated pockets where we're actually seeing some heavy downpours, and our monitors indicating we could see even a little bit of hail that's coming out of one of those cells on the other side. Now, I wanted to go ahead and track this for you because we're expecting for it to hit the Nanticoke community at about 541, Quantico at about 553, and then head towards Princess Anne and possibly the Salisbury area. So that's the tracking that we're seeing. We're seeing heavier downpours near Cokeland as well as down towards Pea Hill, and we're seeing a quick downpour along Highway 13 from Eden down to Fruitland up towards Salisbury as this continues to move out. In addition to that, gale wind warnings with 45-mile-per-hour winds expected just along the coast, and that's part of the system that we're concerned with as this begins to pull out. In addition to that, by the way, we have a newly issued marine warning, which is basically a thunderstorm of sorts that's sweeping across, causing some very gusty winds in excess of 45 to 50 miles per hour. So this is where we're at right now. This is the first wave of snow that we're concerned with. And we're going to talk more, Maddie, a little bit later about the icy air that's behind it, and then the more significant snow that we're expecting on Monday that could be in excess of 6 inches or more in some areas.
All right, Paul, thank you. On Coast TV News, we are your source for this winter storm. We have coverage on the air, online, on our apps, on the radio. We are updating those hourly. So please stay with us on all of these platforms as we get through this first major winter storm in years.
And people on the coast are prepping for the snow, prepping their homes, but What about those who don't have a home? The Shepherd's office in Georgetown is working to place people, especially homeless women, in a hotel during the storm, all while still keeping them close to their jobs.
So we try to help them stay local where they can walk to work and be right around all the things they need. Getting people placed warm, safe, happy, healthy.
Browning says Shepherd's office will have Bible study Saturday at 8:30 a.m. where people can come and stay warm.
The town of Dewey Beach is offering some tips homeowners can follow this weekend and, of course, into next week as we prepare for snowfall and cold temps. This is especially key for vacation houses that are often empty this time of year. The town says all homeowners should ensure their thermostat is set to a minimum of 55 degrees so pipes don't freeze. Make sure to disconnect hoses from any outside water sources. And this is key for our beachgoers. Ensure all water is drained from outdoor showers. Also, consider winterizing outdoor water sources with faucet covers for one.
If big storms are good for anything, it's the winter wonderland of sledding and snowboarding. But Denrec wants everybody to know you cannot sled on the sand dunes, even if they look great like little hills covered in snow. Denrec says that winter gear is harmful to the beach grasses on the dunes, which anchor the sand in place and keep the dunes resilient. Health of the dunes is important because they're the first line of defense when there are storms and coastal flooding.
Gosh, I hope they don't. I mean, this is our gem of Delaware, and we need to save the beaches from erosion, and it's those dunes that are protecting the ground and the sand and the turtles and the little bits of wildlife that live up in the dunes.
And Denrec says if you're caught on the dunes, other than in the designated crossing paths, you could actually be fined. This brings us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, how do you feel about snow?
Ooh, this is going to be controversial. Let's take a look at the results. Only 12% say hate it. Well, that's my answer. 34% say they could do without. 10% say it's okay. 44% say they love it. These people, they must have jobs where they just stay home in the snow.
You know, Maddie, I like the snow when I go looking for the snow. I don't want the snow to just show
Right.
up by surprise. I want to have to go to where the snow is.
I agree with that, yeah.
If you haven't voted yet, you can still do that. Go to coasttv.com or use the Coast TV mobile app.
We will check back in at 6. But new tonight at 5, Delaware has announced the first presumptive positive bird flu case this year. The Department of Agriculture announced today the test was from a commercial broiler in Kent County. State officials have quarantined the premises, and this is important. Birds from that flock will not become food. This all comes after, get this, 850 wild birds were reported dead after the first bird flu was detected in prime hook snow geese.
And also new today, the Department of Health and Human Services announced it will invest more than $300 million to help monitor bird flu and prepare for potential scenarios. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention still considers the risk to the general public to be low.
Let's go ahead and take a live look right now into our nation's capital. All eyes have been in Congress, and this is a live look on the Congress floor right now. Now, people are speaking, and this is all the new Congress. They just began their new session today in the building this afternoon. Mike Johnson was reelected as House Speaker. It didn't come easy, though, Charlie.
Plus, Democrat Sarah McBride was sworn in as Delaware's next member of the House of Representatives, making history as the first openly transgender person in U.S. Congress. And here we see McBride today in a post to social media. She said, quote, "Filled with awe as I stepped onto the floor of the House to cast my first vote as a member of Congress."
Also making history, Lisa Blunt Rochester. She was sworn in today as Delaware's first female senator and senator of color. She made history alongside new Maryland Senator Angela Also Brooks.
Both join a small group of history makers. Only 3 black women, including Vice President Kamala Harris, have served in the U.S. Senate. NBC's Alice Barr shows us how the first day of the 119th Congress panned out.
As a new year ushers in a new Congress, echoes from the last one, with House Republicans tussling briefly over who should be House Speaker before uniting to re-elect Mike Johnson.
The Honorable Mike Johnson of the state of Louisiana, having received a majority of the votes cast, is duly elected Speaker of the House of Representatives.
President-elect Trump gave Johnson a boost, writing on social media, "A win for Mike today will be a big win for the Republican Party." But Johnson earns skeptics over his support for Ukraine aid and his willingness to work with Democrats to pass key legislation. With such a narrow majority, Johnson could only afford to lose one Republican vote, and one made his stance clear well before the first ballot.
You can pull all my fingernails out, you can shove bamboo up in them, you can start cutting off my fingers. I am not voting for Mike Johnson.
The pushback recalling Kevin McCarthy's 2023 battle for the Speaker's gavel that took 15 rounds of voting. But today, in an extended first round of voting, 2 Republican holdouts changed their votes under pressure from their party to give Speaker Johnson the win. House Democrats firmly united behind their minority leader.
The pride of Brooklyn, the gentleman from New York, Hakeem Jeffries.
And with razor-thin margins in the new Congress, Republicans will need some help from across the aisle for must-pass bills.
Democrats are going to continue to be that voice for the American people.
Democrats looking for any leverage they can find, with Republicans in control in the House and Senate, where members were sworn in today, and President-elect Trump preparing to return to the White House. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
Still to come when the next deer hunting season will open in Maryland.
And right now, we're taking a look at the latest run of our model run. We're looking at a changeover from rain to snow as early as 6:30. We'll continue to monitor the situation.
But first, it's about to be the first weekend of 2025. What you can do before the snow comes in. Up next.
When your floor starts showing signs of wear and tear from all the fun and games, Carpet and Tile Mart makes it easy to afford and install new flooring within a week. Carpet and Tile Mart, available, affordable, at your service.
Pete went to the dentist. He showed them a black spot that he noticed inside his cheek. The dentist said it was probably nothing, maybe he just bit his cheek and got a blood blister. Months went by, Pete wasn't feeling well, and another doctor told him that black spot was cancer. The dentist had failed to diagnose the cancer when it was most treatable. Failing to diagnose is one of the most common types of malpractice cases. If you or a family member have been the victim of medical carelessness, tip the scales of justice in your favor. Call Schwartz & Schwartz today.
At Delaware Electric Cooperative, safety is our top priority, and we need your help to keep employees safe. When you see our team working along area roadways, please slow down and move over. Delaware law requires drivers to reduce speed and move over when approaching working utility vehicles. If you can't move into other lanes, drive at least 20 miles per hour below the posted speed limit. Do your part to make sure our crews go home safe to their families every day. Slow down. Move over. It's the law.
With the potential of closure due to the upcoming snow forecast, Furnitureland and Ashley are giving you their very best offer to make up for lost business. For the next 72 hours only, take 24% off store-wide. Plus, get 24 months interest-free financing, $24 next-day delivery, plus a free snow shovel. Hurry in. As the snow falls, so do our prices. Only at Furnitureland and Ashley, located in tax-free Delmar and Millsboro, Delaware.
The New Year flooring clearout sale has begun at Carpet and Tile Mart. Now save up to 50% off, plus 0% financing up to 36 months. Hurry in while the sale lasts. Visit your nearest Carpet and Tile Mart Flooring Supercenter today.
This is Coast TV News at 5.
It's the perfect weekend to prioritize yourself and enjoy what you love.
Christina DeRobertis has all your cool things to do.
Happy New Year, everyone. As we step into 2025, maybe it's time to focus a little bit more on you. And this weekend, you can make that happen. You can head to the Milton Public Library for a special event all about putting your mental health first. Get tips on self-care, stress management, and when you should reach out for help. And here's something that's good for the mind and your furry friend, too. On Sunday, bring your pup to Brecknock County Park in Camden. There's going to be a pack walk. Enjoy a peaceful stroll through the park with your dog by your side. Or if you're looking for some live music, head to Dover on Saturday for the Central Delaware Blues Society's biggest event of the year. From noon to 5, enjoy performances by 6 bands, plus food and drinks. And if you're in Dover this weekend, don't miss free admission to the Biggs Museum of Art. Explore amazing American art with a special focus on pieces from the Mid-Atlantic region. For all the details, just head to CoastTV.com and click on Cool Things to Do.
Track the storm with Coast TV First Alert Weather. For every season, every weather moment, stay ahead with the Coast TV First Alert Weather Phone. Just call 443-880-9100. Your forecast just a call away. Sponsored by the law offices of Brockstead and Dallas Federico.
Hey, it's Matt the Carpet Guy. You want to work with the best? This is Aaron from Spot Doctor.
For over a decade, Spot Doctor has been the trusted cleaning expert for floors in Worcester, Wycomico, and Sussex County.
At Spot Doctor, we'll use professional-grade solutions, keeping your home safe and spotless.
We specialize in cleaning all floors, plus upholstery, air duct, and dryer vent cleaning. Carpets need yearly cleaning. Trust the professionals. Call Spot Doctor today and ask about our $5 whole house carpet protector.
Ring in 2025 with a new roof from Spicer Brothers. Right now, get 20% off materials, plus save 25% on your entire roofing project. Our expert team is dedicated to providing unmatched customer service and quality craftsmanship. It's the perfect time to upgrade your home and start the year strong. So don't miss out on the 2025 savings with 20% off materials and 25% off your entire roofing project. Visit SpicerBros.com or call now to schedule your free consultation. Make Spicer Brothers your New Year's resolution because you deserve the best.
Another year gone. Still haven't updated your home? The time for new is now. The New Year's sale is extended through Monday at Johnny Janosic. Take an extra 15% off our everyday low prices or choose 0% APR for 60 months. You can get this beautiful sofa for only $999.95 or this 7-piece dining set, only $649.95. The time for new is now. The New Year's sale is extended through Monday, only at Johnny Janosic World of Furniture and Mattresses.
The reopening of Bourbon Street. After the terrorist attack, will the fabled French Quarter ever be the same? And what we've learned about the suspect. Next in Sun Edition.
Today at 5:30 on Coast TV.
Currently employed, job seeking, or just feeling the need for a career change? Elevate your career by joining the Maryland Department of Public Safety and Correctional Services. We are hiring motivated individuals who want to change lives, including their own. Maryland Public Safety offers competitive salaries, career advancement, excellent health benefits, and a state government pension with supplemental retirement options. Find out the various career opportunities available. Make the move to Maryland Public Safety. Visit dpscscareers.com.
Here at North Bay Marina, we know that boaters have the most fun.
With this first threat of snow in our area, we have three concerns. Of course, the initial hit of snow, that's tonight. Then the Arctic air that takes over the region, that's for Saturday, most of Sunday. Then Sunday night, going into Monday, that's when we're expecting the lion's share of the snow to hit possibly up to 6 inches or more in some areas. Let's take a look at where we are now. Irish Eyes and Lewis, we're holding at 41, so we're above freezing for right now. However, we are watching out for it to change over to snow. What is the it? I'm talking about the rain that we're tracking right now. Now, I want to first of all establish that we're above freezing most areas. So fortunately, we're not concerned about freezing rain or sleet just yet. We do have a winter weather advisory in effect for Kent and up towards Dover, over towards Greensboro and the eastern area. That stays in effect until 10 o'clock. Right now, the precipitation is in the form of just good old-fashioned rain thus far. We are picking up a couple of isolated cells that are pushing across portions of Cambridge right now as it begins to move its way towards us. But aside from that, we're looking pretty clear. Gale wind warning active until 6 o'clock for Saturday. This is watching out for 40 to 45 mile per hour winds to accompany the bitter cold that kicks in for Saturday. We also have that concern around the entire Delmarva Peninsula. But as of right now, we're focusing and keeping a close eye on this cold front as it pushes through to kick off the first round of snow, which is going to be relatively minor compared to what we're expecting by Monday. Big time cold air that's behind all of this. Now, it's been a while since we had to deal with some significant snow. About 3 years ago, we had 12 inches of snow, January 3rd, 2022. We're not looking at 12 inches, but we are going to at least get to half of that possibly. Saturday, we're going to be concerned about the cold. And when I say cold, I mean 10 to 20 degrees below the norm for this time of the year as this low begins to crank up just to our south. And it's going to be pocketed around an area of warm air. So this warm air is going to smack right dab into this cold air that will already be in place. Now, here's how cold it's going to be. Saturday morning, it's going to feel like 18, 19 degrees. Sunday, it's going to feel like, take a look, 13 degrees, pretty much everywhere, no matter where you are. So we're concerned about the folks that might not have a place to go. It's going to be really dangerously cold. Now let's talk about Monday, the big concern. Sunday night, overnight to Monday, that's the timing. It's going to be the first plowable snow of the season, which means we're looking at excess of 3 or more inches of snow at the very least. Periods of heavy snow likely, and we'll have a mixture happening with sleet and freezing rain. So with that being the case, we start off with our latest model run. 11:30, we're looking pretty clear. Then it changes over to snow and rain. But I want to break this down even more so. You see this line right here? This is our 0 line. Anything north of that line is definitely looking like snow. Monday morning at 7 o'clock, we're looking at snow just basically dissecting all of Sussex County. 10 o'clock, we're looking at snow covering from Seaford, Georgetown, Lewis, Ocean View down to Ocean Pines. And we stay in the darker hue, which is indicating we're going to look for heavier downpours and snow. That'll continue until Monday at 11 o'clock in the morning. Then by 11 o'clock at night, pardon me. And then for Tuesday morning, that's when things will begin to clear out, but we'll still have really cold air in place. Mainly snow, some snow and some mixing south of Millsboro around Salisbury and Ocean Pines. And the amount of snow, we're looking at 1 to 3 near Ocean Pines and Snow Hill, 3 to 6 Millsboro, Seaford, up towards Farmington, and the northern portions of Sussex, we could see 6 or more inches of snow. We will keep you updated on all of our social media platforms, our radio stations, as well as right here. Here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration extended forecast. Of course, a first alert day for the snowstorm on Monday.
All right, Paul, thank you. Well, this is for all my Maryland deer hunters. Firearm hunting for deer opens back up this month. The season is January 10th and 11th. Hunters with a valid license may use guns to hunt Sika and white-tailed deer this time.
Coming up tonight on the Delmarva Sports Network, live high school boys basketball at 6:30. Cape Henlopen will host Stephen Decatur.
Coming up, a new advisory calling for updated warning labels on alcoholic beverages. Why experts say this needs to happen? Stay tuned on Coast TV News at 5.
Start the new year by adding value and function to your kitchen.
No cabinet tear-out needed.
With Paul Davis, skip the hassle of a full remodel and get your dream kitchen now.
We reface your cabinets with 5 layers of high-quality hardwood and your choice of color.
That's new doors, drawers, and hardware, all for half the cost of a full remodel.
Completed in as little as 3 days.
Right now, get half off labor, a free microwave, and pay as little as $100 per month. Call now to beat the spring rush.
Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
Weather is sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration, your storm damage experts, here to help now.
Be on your best behavior, right? Like Child Protective Services is coming for a visit. Like sing, singity sing. It's really good. Keep the glass.
Happy's Place returns tonight on NBC and Peacock.
Can I help you find something? The door.
Sugar Daddy Jaime Camille.
You deserve the best.
Makes George feel like a pretty woman.
You work on commission, right? Big mistake. No, I'm on an hourly wage. Whatever.
Lopez returns tonight on NBC and Peacock.
And it's been 15 plus years we've been coming with Avery Hall. Now they're right up the street. Any of the products that give you that peace and sense of mind in the community where you live, Avery Hall, I think, can take care of their needs. You don't always realize what impact long-term your needs are going to be for your health. With Avery Hall, it's been a fabulous resource for that.
Avery Hall found an insurance company that could help us.
I think more of a steady, strong relationship.
Not happy with your home's builder-grade gas fireplace? Let Chagrin Home Comfort Products upgrade your fireplace with a new one from Mendota, Regency, or Cozy Heat. These gas fireplaces add both warmth and aesthetic to your home. Chagrin has plenty of different styles and sizes to choose from. What are you waiting for? Start your fall fireplace project now before it's too late. Stop in one of our local showrooms or give us a call at 302-644-7700 to see how Chagrin Home Comfort Products can warm up your home.
You may think your home's crawl space is okay, but chances are it's not. Mold, pests, and rotting beams can all cause problems for your home and for your family. The good news is your home's crawl space problems can be fixed permanently, so you and your family can rest easy. Because crawl space problems won't get better with time, but they will get better with us.
Call Dry Zone today for your free estimate.
Brought to you by Dry Zone, your local crawl space experts.
In your health news, the U.S. Surgeon General is pushing for a cancer risk warning label on alcohol. The recommendation is part of a Health and Human Services report released today. It cites a direct link between alcohol consumption and at least 7 types of cancer. That includes breast, colorectal, liver, and mouth cancers. The Surgeon General says a warning label could make Americans more aware of the link between alcohol and cancer.
New today, Boeing says it has made strides in improving passenger safety. The company set a goal last year to turn around quality following several incidents. Many of you will remember it included 2 737 MAX jet crashes that killed everybody on board and a door plug blowout mid-flight. Boeing says it has addressed most of the action items brought up by employees. The company says it has also invested in more product safety and quality training for all employees, and it is now requiring mechanics and quality inspectors to stamp their names on completed work.
Let's go ahead and take a live look right now outside into Laurel. Kind of cool clouds there. Coming up after the break, one more look at the weekend's forecast and snowfall to expect. Please stay with us.
At All Mobility, we keep you moving. Whether it's wheelchair-accessible vans, scooters, home ramps, or lift chairs, we've got the perfect mobility solution for you. Our experts will help customize options to fit your needs and lifestyle so you can stay independent and active. Scooters, ramps, vans, and more. Get moving with All Mobility. Come see us today or schedule a home consultation. allmobilitystore.com.
Hi, I'm Heidi Gilmore, a partner at Brockstead Mandalis Federico, and I would like to introduce you to our newest partner at the firm, Michelle Wins. Michelle and I handle real estate transactions. We work well together because we share a very strong work ethic.
I've been practicing real estate for the last decade with Heidi by my side. I'm excited to take on this new leadership role.
When you're looking for experience and efficiency for your transaction, make sure you call the right lawyers.
Us, Brockstead Mandalis Federico, right lawyers, right now.
Your smile is your first impression, so make it an unforgettable one. At Miles of Smiles Cosmetic of Salisbury, we specialize in creating beautiful smiles. Whether you're looking for a routine exam, cosmetic upgrade, or advanced dental care, we deliver the future of dentistry with a personal touch. We are transforming how oral care is delivered through advanced technology and personalized treatments. Call today and schedule your new smile consultation. Miles of Smiles Cosmetic of Salisbury. Beautiful smiles for a healthy lifestyle.
Your child deserves the best. When your child is sick, every moment counts. And the team at Tidal Health Pediatrics understands the urgency of such situations. Whether it's a sudden fever, a troubling cough, or another pediatric ailment, your child will be seen when they need it most. Schedule your child's appointment now at tidalhealth.org/findapediatrician or call 410-912-5785 because your child's health is our top priority. Tidal Health Pediatrics, compassionate care when you need it most.
Hello, what's funky, fun, and fabulous? The Pottery Place in Fenwick Island. Explore over 12,000 square feet of fabulous finds, from furniture to gifts, home decor, art, pottery, housewares, and more. New pieces arrive weekly, hand-selected for the ultimate unique shopping experience. Looking for something extra special? Special orders and free local delivery is available.
We have everything under the sun.
There's something for everyone. The Pottery Place in Fenwick Island, Delaware. A family tradition for over 50 years.
Coming up this weekend on Sunday Night Football, the Minnesota Vikings take on the Detroit Lions. Coverage starts at 7 p.m. Then stay with Coast TV for your hyper-local news coverage after the big game.
We're continuing to monitor the radar to see how things are going with this first round of snow and Gateway Subaru camera in Ocean City. We're going to drop down to 35 by 9 o'clock, watching out for the chance of snow. Our umbrella winner, by the way, is Lynn Hennessy of Lewis. Congratulations. Keep up with your forecast with our weather line, sponsored by Brockstead, Mandalis, and Federico. Here's the latest look at the radar. It's still in the form of rain for right now, but the icy air is immediately following behind it, likely to change over to snow as early as 6:30. Here's a look at your extended forecast.
All right, Paul, thank you, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 5.
For more news and local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
Inside Edition is up next.
And we're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 6. Have a great evening.